St. John's Deaf Center is really the home for deaf ministries in all of the metropolitan Detroit area. And every Tuesday here at the center, we celebrate a Mass. And you may be wondering why we do that on Tuesdays. Well, it's because that's the senior citizens' social day where they come and have lunch and socialize and play cards. And I always love doing the Mass on Tuesdays. And the reason is because instead of doing a homily, we do what's called faith sharing during the Mass. And what that means is that each person thinks about the readings and the Gospels, and then we talk about what it means to us and share our experiences or our perception of that. And I love hearing what people have to say because they raise so many good points, and it makes me think, and it helps all of us understand God even better. And recently, during one of our faith sharings, I had a person ask the entire group, "What do you think it is to be humble?" And I thought, oh, that's right. We often see that word humble or humility. So we had a great conversation about that. And I guess what it means to be humble is a person who doesn't think of themselves, they think of other people. A person who doesn't expect all the attention, a person who's happy to celebrate others' successes and isn't jealous of their success. That's what humility is. That's what being humble is. And in the reading today, it tells us that God loves humility. In other words, He loves that we be humble. So I think today's gospel challenges us that when we host a dinner, to go ahead and invite people that are less fortunate than ourselves, like the disabled, the blind. And in doing that, inviting those less fortunate, they are actually more humble than we are because they realize that they're not equal to some other people. So they are very humble. So let me ask you a question. How can we be more humble? Well, I think the key to that, and really the key for our spiritual journey, is for us to realize that God loves us, and it doesn't matter about all of those other things. That if we understand that He loves us, we can be happy without worrying about all that external distraction, worrying about people's successes and all of that stuff. We will be just fine because God loves us, and we will be happy. And we can celebrate other people's successes then with humility. So I would invite each and every one of you to pray and ask God to help us all become more humble and help us to understand how much God loves us, because that will lead us to humility. Thank you, and God bless you.